Skate 3, the game that is nearly 10 years old and counting. 22, 21.
I didn't mean literally.
18. Since the game's inception, the player base of this game has been dwindling at a gradual rate, meaning that the game is dying. And when a game is dead, I'm pretty sure we classify it as the end. And especially this game, Jeremy McGrath Supercross 98, is definitely dead. Like, who owns a PS1 anymore? I mean, that was my childhood game, don't get me wrong. But is it dead? Is it dying? Certainly yes. If it's still breathing, does it have a heartbeat? Will PewDiePie ever make another Let's Play on it again?
How's it going, Rez? My name's PewDiePie.
Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z!
What? It ended in 96. Really? Holy crap, it's been that long?
But in all seriousness, I wanted to make this video to understand where this game that I've been playing for such a long time is currently at. I've been playing Skate 3 since day one of when it came out. Originally, Skate 3 was boring as fuck to me. Like, I played both Skate 1 and 2, and I just felt like Skate 3 was lacking content. And I immediately dropped it like 2 months after the game came out because I lost interest into it. But it wasn't until 2014 when I just really started playing this game again and tried to get a new feel for it. Like, why do I still gravitate to playing this game even though the first friends that I made from this game have kind of more or less stopped playing it, if not make content from it? And most importantly, what does the general public think of this game? Obviously jack shit since we're still holding on the hope of Skate 4. My final question to this is, when did Skate 3 end? May 11th, 2010, on a Tuesday. I just got a fresh new haircut and I just popped in Skate 3 for the first time in my life. Things were great, until it wasn't. You see, I've played Skate 1 and 2 prior to the Skate 3 release, and I remember having lots of fun. All the challenges, all the places you can go to, places that you can skate, everything seemed very new and fresh. I'm not saying Skate 3 is a bad game, far from it. It's a really great game. The part about it was that the replayability wasn't there. In Skate 1 and 2, you started from the bottom and you had to work all your way to the top. You had to get sponsors, you had to find new spots, you had to avoid Mongo Corp, you had to unlock places, you had to avoid the demonetization of YouTube, which didn't happen until 2016. Holy shit, what are you doing here? It was great. You discovered a new part of the world each time you started playing it. Skate 3 wasn't like that. Everything was already unlocked for you, and there was no point of adventuring since you could just fast travel there. Well, yes, you could have done that in Skate 2, but you had to unlock those places first. Okay, so I completed all the challenges within the game. What do I do now? Do I build a park? We already had Minecraft. I could build the Washington Monument if I wanted to. Sure, I can go skate my creation that I made in the game, but I was a 13-year-old kid who wanted instant gratification. What did you want from me?
Hey, idiot! Heard about Xbox Live?
Oh, fuck yeah, I know about it! That's like the one thing I've always wanted. Too bad I never got it until 2011, about a year after Skate 3 came out. I'm pretty sure I'm not the minority when it comes to this. It was early 2010, gaming wasn't as huge as it is now, and a lot of parents at the time could give less of a crap about video games. And my parents were one of them. When I told them about online gaming, they're like, that's cool. But as soon as they said there's a paywall behind it, they flip their shit and think that Microsoft is gonna steal me.
No! Stop! Please, Microsoft! I paid the subscription! Please let my kids go!
That was more of an over-exaggeration. It was more like they thought Microsoft was gonna steal all their money and eventually we'll be homeless just because I wanted to play Skate 3 online. And so I dropped the game, and this was around the time when Halo Reach started taking off. And I never played a Halo game before. I probably never would have heard about Halo Reach if I didn't have that one kid in science class who wouldn't stop bouncing up and down in his seat talking about Halo Reach, claiming how great of a game it was only for him to drop the game 1 month into it because it wasn't like Halo 3.
Stupid armor lock fucks!
So after the initial wave of people leaving, such as me, does that consider Skate 3 dead since the great majority of the population probably left? I don't think so, because there was still an online community. However, I wasn't part of that community. So everything I'm about to say up until 2014 is coming straight out of my ass. Holy shit, did I really eat that? If anything EA is actually known for, besides being a money-hungry company, it's the fact of their unpolished games and countless glitches that you can find in each of their titles. I would assume that many people like me got bored of Skate 3 vanilla. So that's why glitches and mechanic abusing started to get a lot more popular within the community. The game got completely flipped upside down, going from realistic to another Tony Hawk arcade title, to where we discovered speed glitches, going through walls, speed glitches, falling through floors, speed glitches, flipping anywhere you want to, speed fucking glitches, making sure your points don't drop in a spot battle.
Speed glitches! God damn it!
Did I mention we had speed glitches as well? It practically had the Call of Duty effect from snipers to trick shotters, but instead it's comp players versus trick liners. It obviously was a pretty big deal. For some proof, we can look at the Rice channel. Oh yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm pretty sure it gained some attraction from people creating their own trick lining montages, to people hitting new highs on spot battles. And of course, we can't forget about hippie flips that's been there since the beginning of time. Hey Greg, how's it been? What have you been up to? Oh, you know, I've just been hitting some hippie flips on my skateboard. Oh, okay, cool, nice. What's a skateboard? At this point in time, teams were really prominent in order to keep the community alive. However, people started to drift away from the game because either the trick lines got too complicated, scores kept on getting higher, or people thought we just plateaued, so they put their interest somewhere else in like the next Call of Duty title.
Are you ready for Black Ops 2?
Oh my god, this is so good! Here comes.
So would this be the classification of the end of Skate 3? Fuck no, because this is where I come in. 2014, baby, here we go! In 2014, nothing really happened besides Rise dying and trying to do a last chance of a recruitment challenge, and the fact that 4-popping came out, which split the comp community in half, making people want to quit the game even more. Prior to the year, there wasn't many people that were personality YouTubers on Skate 3, more of just comp players and trick liners, and the occasional realistic player. Then things started to change. People started making commentaries, challenge videos, and other videos that would change the space of content creation around Skate 3. Then, insert PewDiePie! He literally started the second wave of Skate 3, causing other big personalities on YouTube to start playing the game, and making EA reprint the game itself and selling it in stores. But not for the realistic part of the game. Oh, no. For the very, very glitchy game that we all still know and love. So, is Skate 3 dead? I don't know, man, because if that's the case, Minecraft is well into its grave right now. The community at this point was all about teams. Teams. If you were in a big team, you got the clout.
Irrelevant.
However, people wanted to be removed from Rise and starting their own teams, getting themselves big on their own. Not only Rise, but Underclass, which was Rise's competitor to Competitive. And Skate.create was long gone. There was no more importing skaters. There was no more importing graphics. There was no more sharing of anything. Half of the online options that you could have done years ago were removed. And this went well on into 2015. In 2015, I would say two things were on its last leg. Teams and trick lining.
Look guys, EA is back.
The OGs of the community that were there from the beginning are no longer to be seen anymore. They simply vanished away, just like EA Black Box Studios. And with those heroes gone, people stopped losing interest for their heroes weren't into it anymore. With the drastic decline of players joining teams ended up becoming a cult. If you were part of a cult, you were part of a family, but if you left that family, you were shunned away like EA refuses to making Skate 4. Rise Skating was trying to make a last-ditch effort to keep Skate 3 alive again, and move their content more on personality focus rather than player-based skill, just like how FaZe did a year prior. But that wasn't the only hard-hitting thing. The competitive side also got hit really well. Thanks to my boy, Y3 Luke, he happened to invent a new way of doing competitive, and it practically became 3-tricking versus 4-popping 2.0 all over again, trying to decide if infinite pops should be also classified as actual records since 5-popping was the norm at this point. Because of this, the ceiling for competitive grew even higher, which made more people leave the game. As a Skate 3 content creator myself, this was a huge sign for me to say, I have to do something new, otherwise this game will get stale. It was at the beginning of 2016 where I decided to stop being in any part of teams, and starting to be on my own and make the own content I wanted to make that wasn't circling around montages all the time. Sure, I made challenge videos during the times I was in teams, but everything always led back to grinding for trick line clips and hitting scores. Okay, I'd like to remind everyone that this is my point of view of how everything went down. This might not necessarily be fact, but this is how I interpreted it. Okay, thank you, back to the video. All the content creators that were trying to do something bigger and better than trick lining or competitive, or anything team-based like editing, such as Rainy, Prototype, me, Cowplex, Mystify. Sorable was at his Destiny grind at the time. And anyone else that I'm forgetting. The only thing we knew were teams, and teams were the only thing that we knew how to grow on YouTube. But without a team, how do we grow? We were put in a state of limbo, trying to figure out if Skate 3 was going to live or die. Do we jump ship, go to a new game, find GTA 6, discover Skate 4? Who knows? So now at this point in time, is Skate 3 officially dead? Teams are gone. People who played the game are leaving. My content is getting stale still to this day. What's going on? It wasn't until late 2016, early 2017, where people who weren't necessarily part of any teams decided to arise out of nowhere and create their own content that they wanted to make around Skate 3. People such as Dyes, Milky Bar Kid, aka Blink, Toasty Ghost, Nightspeed, Zexy Zek came out of the beginning cinematic of this game's woodworks in order to make content about this game. Trickline clips were still being hit, competitive world records were still being upped, but content creation was getting its third wave. Like, who can forget that timely classic video, Skate 2 is better than Skate 3? Hey, wait, whoa, hold it up. Hey, you don't have to say all that shit. So is this it? Have we peaked? Will Skate 3 die in a few months? I don't know. Let's see what happens in 2018. Oh, fuck. We created the third impact. 2018 wasn't a bad year for content creation, but it sent us into a spiral of despair. It was June 5th, 2018. Some dumbass at EA, or you could call him a smartass, tripped on a wire or some shit because all of a sudden the servers were completely back on. You can import skaters, you can download parks, you can do anything that you could back in 2012. Minus skate.create, we still love you, never forget. And it was getting us really psyched for Skate 4, since E3 was just around the corner. And for the first time ever in history, I will show you the Skate 4 reveal at E3. That's right, there was none. They played us like a damn fiddle. Who says that anymore? I just did. Guess that's how upset I am. People got excited only to be let down. Then they shut the servers down 1 month after it was turned back on. And this year's E3 had zero hope of Skate 4 returning as well. Around this time, other bigger creators who weren't necessarily part of the community started making their own look-back videos at Skate 3, reminiscing about the times of how fun it was once they first started playing it. But EA didn't budge, and we haven't heard anything about Skate 4 since. So it's 2019. Now what? Well, I'm still making Skate 3 videos. Kinda. Well, Dyes is still on his park building grind. Blink is starting to transition more into GTA. Sorable is now getting invested into Krunker? Toasty Ghost and Nightspeeds, even though they still keep up with Skate 3 here and then, are more invested into Skater XL and Session. Mystified just went. And Cowplex is still gay. Despite the majority of the years of Skate 3 being on the top with competitive and trick lining, Realistic has really taken over for the past couple of years. Nightspeeds and Toasty Ghost were more of your top competitors when it came to that. Even Blink, the guy who practically invents glitches, made a Battle at the Barracks recreation, hosted a tournament within the game. And I was a part of it, but I was really shit.
Now the backside flip.
Nice.
Alright, yeah, I got that. Oh my god.
How do you mess that up?
So far, the main focus is on Skater XL and Session, in order to revive an old skating genre that died with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. So is this it? Is Skate 3 truly dead? Is it dying? Has it already flatlined? Am I playing a zombie game? Oh wait, now I am. So to give a final answer to this long, unwanted video, I'm gonna pull a very cheeky, philosophical answer out of my ass. I'll probably get the dislike button completely smashed. And to my conclusion, I would say, Skate 3 is dead, only if you make it dead. Even though the content creation has gone down since the beginning, people are still playing it how they want to. I don't know the exact population of it because I don't have a number underneath it like I do with Black Ops 2 or Halo. You would hit the lottery jackpot if you found some games on PS3, but for Xbox there are still some games out there. A game isn't truly dead until there is no one playing it. Like Jerry McCraft Supercross 98. No one's playing the shit out of that game. That shit's truly dead. And if a game is dead, it has reached the end. Either that or this is truly the end of Skate 3 since you can't go any farther than this.
Learn to play the game properly by doing skate, homo.